Well, I think we're up. Alright. Awesome, so, yeah. Oh goodness. Let there be light. Actually, that's terrible. Yeah. Way overexposed. Right, that works slightly better. Well, I just created a half-baked softbox. Alright. That works. Oh my god, why? Oh my god. Hello. Oh god. I do not know what I'm doing, so... Oh god, okay. So... The plan for today... Oh god. The plan for today is, I'm going to modify some stuff on my website. We're going to see how all that goes. Honestly, I'm not expecting, like, anyone to actually watch this, so, yeah, basically. So, I'm actually going to get that out there. Oh my god, so slow. Alright, there you go. It's really weird seeing you streaming. I don't know what I'm doing, okay, the first few minutes was actually me struggling trying to get everything to work. I didn't even bother getting proper lighting. I have like a desk lamp over there. I don't have a proper microphone, so the audio is probably terrible. We're going to see how all that goes. Oh well. So, there are a few things I want to modify. First of all, the delimitation between those colors is very weird. So actually, let me start something up. Just create like a note. You know what? Oh yeah, that's gonna do it. Alright, that's the first thing. I'm gonna have to watch screen chat actually. I think I'm gonna put that in a separate tab. There you go. Alright. I've got some echo. Oh, that's a problem. That's not supposed to happen. That's annoying. And I can't really hear how bad it is. I think I'll just force OBS to use my Galaxy Buds. Hopefully that makes a difference. I have no idea. Alright, I guess let me know if it's any better. I might want to lower the gain a bit, but I don't know. Actually, your lap is overheating. Oh, it is true. Oh, my laptop is going pretty crazy, actually. I can't hear you because I have my headphones on. To be fair, yeah, it's only about running 50% CPU usage. But yeah. So, like the echo you're talking about, is it like actual echo in the room, or is it like echo because the Wi-Fi is not fast enough? Because like what's that, half a meg? Yeah, the max upload I have is 500. It's like half a meg per second. So it might like not even be able to push all of that. Alright, well, I guess I think I'm going to start, and hopefully there's not too much echo. Yeah. Well, actually, stream help, that should help me. Excellent. Guess that's good. Okay, well, so I do have ultra low latency, so maybe that doesn't help. Yeah. I just don't know how bad it is, and I'm running OBS right now, and I don't even know if I can verify that. Oh my god, I just received a notification on my phone that I'm streaming. Okay. Yes, I do know, thank you. Alright. Well. I have no idea what could be causing echo. I think I'll kill the stream for a few seconds, record like a few seconds of video and see how that goes. Alright, so let's see now how that audio was going. So that is going to be in home. Probably here, actually. One, two, 1, 2. Audio test. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's a lot of echo, and it's not Wi-Fi. So yeah, that's a problem. Well, actually, I think I might know. Oh, there you go. That's it. Should be fixed now. So basically, I was somehow both microphones were unmuted, so I was using both my laptop microphone and my Galaxy buds. Again, I'll just like kill the stream, the stream for a few seconds to see if that helps. All right, so hopefully the echo should be fixed. Let me check if it made a change. 1, 2, 1, 2 audio test. All right, terrible audio, but no more echo. Cool. Yeah, so I think that's all set up now, hopefully. So, there is my website. All right. So as I said, we're going to modify a bit of my website, although I'm not quite sure what. I have like rough ideas. I think we might want to modify this about section. So let me take note of that. Apart from that, the style of the cards I don't really like. I would prefer having a different card layout. So I'm gonna take note of that as well, and different card design. Oh, and I guess one last thing. The footer is broken on my phone. So, all right, yeah. So it's working fine here. But then if I were to go on like a really narrow screen like that, then the get in touch thing wraps the wrong way around. So it's kind of aligned on the right, which looks very weird. So that's something to fix here. All right. So yeah, it's probably going to be a very boring stream. Yeah, yeah, no more echo. All right, awesome. Okay. So yeah, it's probably going to be a very boring stream. I don't even know why I'm streaming this. I just figured, you know what? Instead of just working on my website, I'm gonna stream it. So here we are. I was thinking of a design that looked roughly like this here for for the project list on my portfolio. The problem with that is it has well it's relying on mouse hover effects on a mouse hover. So I wouldn't be able to have a design like this on a cell phone. So that does not work. However, I think I might actually have a design like this on desktop. And then I don't really know because if you have a touch screen, it's really annoying to have a design like that pops out. But the main issue I find with those cards here is that they have that they just don't they're kind of I the reason why I made this layout like that is for it to feel kind of, I guess, artistic, not kind of abstract, but it just looks like slightly messy, and I really don't like it. So I'd like to maybe have only the image and the title visible, and then maybe if you hover over a card, then you would be able to see the description and the tags. Um, yeah, or yeah, something along those lines at least. Maybe a system so that you can just scroll, because I want to be able to like scroll quickly through projects and only when I want to see the description it actually shows, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Um, so I guess we'll look into that. Um, yeah, I have no idea. Oh, what time is it right now? It is 9:23. So I have no idea if any friends are up to anything. Technically, I have a webinar in 40 minutes, but we're gonna see if I can actually attend it. Um, all right. So now that those cards, because thing is, what I could do is only have the image and the label visible on desktop, and then on mobile it displays the whole card. But the problem with that is, what if you have an iPad, which is a large screen, but that has a touch screen? Then it won't work anymore. So I'd like to have a design on that doesn't rely on a cursor to hover over different items. So I do not know. I have no idea how I can do this. How I can hide the description and the tags. Um, hmm. Okay, so I think I might have an idea actually. Um, so what? Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So basically, yeah, again, I'm only going to show the thumbnail image and the title, and on a desktop device, when the mouse is going to hover them, it's going to show the description and the tags. Um, and then on a smartphone or tablet, when you click once on a tag, well, on a card, then it's going to show the description and the tags, and then when you click again, it's actually going to open up the project. And so I think that should work. So basically, the way it's going to work is before it actually opens up the project, it's going to make sure you're hovering it, which means that on a mobile phone or on a tablet, you'll have to click twice. The first time shows the description and the tag so that you can know more about the project, and then again to actually open it up. I think that's going to be the best way forwards. Oh God. Um, we lost. Oh no, we actually still have TechPin 4000, which is awesome. Um, okay. So, I guess first things first, oh yeah. Oh, that's going to be very fun. All right. I don't even have VS Code opened up. Yeah, switch device. Do I even have, oh yeah, there you go. Open up VS Code on that website. Oh, it was actually already opened up. Okay. So, again, we are going to modify how the cards look over here. And I think I'm actually, when I click on them, I'm going to make them scroll down. Um, oof, my RAM usage is getting pretty high. Let's actually get rid of Discord here completely. Um, all right. So, I guess let's go to the card code and start modifying. Well, I'm actually going to modify mosaic um, large first. Okay. So I still want the parallax ref. I won't have, so I want container then the mosaic large. Okay, that's okay. So I want clone element child, and however I won't want any of those anymore because they're all going to be the same card. So that should fix this. And then still we want the load more button. Now we're going to go into card.js. And we don't want those classes anymore. So we want card. We don't want inverted. We do not want direction. Do we want type? So direction and inverted, we don't want those anymore. Mini, we do want that, and type, I do not remember what this changes. We will keep it for now, I think. So the image is going to be the same. Div with a title, and then div, and then a div with a description. A div with tags, and then with the date and the tags. Okay, that all looks good. All right, so that's taken care of. Now, actually, we're going to go in mosaic large. So grid template columns or autofill min max, we're going to keep those. Grid gap 1M, we're going to keep that for now. Autoflow dense, we won't need this anymore. Display flex direction column align out center. That's all good. Now let's go to card CSS. Oh, actually, yeah, the type of the card we actually do want. Actually, do we want that? I don't think we'll want the type of the card. I'll comment it out for now. We should need it. All right, so, oh crap. Actually, I'll keep this. No, actually, let's just delete this whole thing. Grid column span 2. Okay, so that's what we have to modify basically. So yeah. So we don't want any of those. Card row call row inf amg. We don't want this either. Card mini h2 mini tags. I do not. We're not using mini cards anymore, so that can all go away. Actually, we can also remove mini cards from here and from here. And then direction, we don't need this anymore. So that's all good. Okay. And then we have to actually put the right elements we want in there. So grid column span 2. Okay, so we won't want that anymore. Space initial margin padding. That's all good. Card image. So margin 0 width aspect ratio object width cover border radius. I don't know about this, but we're going to keep it for now. Okay, so I think our cards are now going to be display flex instead of display grid. So template columns, template rows, display flex. Grid gap, we won't have any of those. Align on center position, relative top transition, radius, text decoration, white space, all of those should be all right. And so again, we're going to display the image, the title H2, and then the description. We won't display the description. We won't need those grid areas anymore. Once the description, and we won't display the tags either. card on hover, we still want this effect. Let's see what that does now. Oh, actually, we have a JavaScript error. If boundary was sender is undefined. Let's just delete this here. We won't need it. All right, there you go. So that's a start. It is all broken though. So we have the images, but the text is appearing on the right of it. So basically we have a wrong flex direction here. So let's display flex direction, column, I think, I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. So we now have smaller cards, which is what we wanted. Actually, now the titles are not always centered the right way. Card meeting desk, we don't need that either. Card blog hover, we shouldn't need that either. Card image, we don't need that either. Description image. All right. So now we need to figure out why on earth those titles are not all left aligned. So let's inspect one of them. Where's that card? There you go, edgy. So, and that is going to be our title. Oh my god. So why is this not working? Okay, this title should take up 100% of the width of its parent container. So we're going to want, okay. So that basically align items, stretch. That should fix this. There you go. Now we all have titles that are left aligned. So that's way better. Actually, this is a very good start straight away. So now though, this is something that is quite weird. The grid is not taking up the whole width of the page anymore. So we'll try and figure out why this happens. Let's get the console undocked. Or actually, let's just put it on the bottom. Okay. So why do we have some space around here? So we still have that mosaic large, and that's our problem here. So the mosaic large container. Mosaic large is not stretching all the way to fill out its container. So let's try and figure out what this is happening. So display flex direction column align items. And then so the container goes outside. Okay. Min max autofill. This should. Oh, actually, I think this is okay. So how does that JavaScript work again? So we have a container, the mosaic large inside of it, and then we have the container which contains mosaic large. Okay, and so mosaic large itself is not taking. No, actually not. Yeah, so the mosaic large is not taking the whole width of its container for some reason. Align items. Let's try align item stretch. There you go. We just got that to work. Awesome. And actually, now that that the cards don't have descriptions anymore, we'll be able to fit a few more on the page. And so I'll just basically allow the cards to be slightly larger with 10M. So there you go. Sorry, slightly smaller. And so now all the cards are just slightly smaller than they used to be. Oh, the load more button is actually broken now. So we don't want align items stretch. We want align items center. However, we will want a flex of 1 on the mosaic large, I believe. Oh no, align. Align self stretch. That should do it. There you go. And so now, again, it's taking the full width of the container. Yeah. So yeah, and again, if I were to go in a smaller smartphone view, all the cards are wrapping, so that's perfect. And then when they get wide enough, they switch to a smaller design. That is Okay, so why is it going from 1 to 3 here? That is quite bizarre. It might be a problem with card actually spanning 2 columns. Um, grid column span 1 date. Okay, so I have to basically figure out now why, well, let's dot that to the right side again. So why does it go from 1 in width directly to 3 in width? That's a problem right now. So we do only have, oh, actually I do know why it's doing this. That's literally in the code. So when we're on a smartphone, it does this automatically. And so we'll just remove this here. In the hopes that, there you go. So now if we were to go on a smartphone view, oops, there you go. Oh my God. God. There you go. Okay. Then it actually goes from 3 to 2 to 1. And so it will gradually uh, get larger and larger and larger with more and more projects. So that works perfectly. Okay, we probably don't have anyone watching this stream anymore. Oh, actually we do. So do you want to show the description of the post when you mouse on a post, right? Yes, that's the plan. Um, and before clicking, like before actually opening up a post, it's going to verify that the mouse is on the post. And so basically, when you're going to be on a touch screen and you're going to click on the post, it's going to hover it first and not actually open the post. And then when you click again, it's actually going to open up the post. So that's the idea here, because we want the layout to work also work on a touch screen. And so I can't really grow the card sideways because, well, we don't have enough place here for it. And so I think we're gonna have to grow it downwards. Um, so uh, let's see how this guy did it again. So yeah, when he hovers, there is a box shadow around the card, and there's just more content that gets displayed. So that we're probably going to do something similar to this, where the card grows. And yeah, so we're using CSS Grid here. So I'm gonna start out by just modifying the actual card hover effect. Oh, actually, we don't. Do we still need? No, we do not. We don't need this anymore. Oh, we don't need lift. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. Okay, and we don't need this use effect. Okay, well, we just removed a bunch of useless code. That's awesome. Okay, and let's also remove the type. So all this code just goes away and makes no difference because the reason why this code was all there was so that the cards actually worked when we were on a smartphone, but we don't need to support smartphones anymore, and so we don't have to worry about that. My RAM usage is pretty freaking high though. I think I'll kill some, I will have to kill some processes because otherwise my computer likes to crash when you're using too much RAM, so that's fun. Um, all right, we're gonna just hope my computer doesn't crash. All right, so yeah, now for the fun hover effect, which I have no idea how we're going to do. So first of all, we're going to want a card hover. Um, we will keep that top thing, and we will have we I don't we will keep the background change for now. But now we're going to want a card hover dot description, and we're going to display block. Actually, flex and hover. We will also want the tags to display flex. So now when we hover a card, it displays everything that we want to see. The font size is not great though, and I might modify that, but that's going to be later on. But as you might have noticed, the problem here is when you hover a card, it makes the whole row bigger because we're using Flexbox here, and so somehow we have to add content without changing the size of the row, which I think is going to be pretty annoying to make work. Um, so I have no idea how we could do this. Because let's pretend, right, that we only have a row of two cards. And so here, as you can see, since the programming my resume post is taking up 2 lines in height, um, we can't just remove this card when we hover, because if we were to just like remove this card from the grid, then this motivation page would actually shrink in size because it doesn't need 2 lines on the header. So we can't cheat and just remove this card entirely. So we have to find another solution to that. Okay, I have no idea what would be a very easy way to fix this. I have, I have, I have no idea. Uh, what we could do though is add an after. We could. No, that's not gonna work either. That's kind of annoying. Um, so yeah, since one card can actually dictate the height of the whole column, I think we're gonna wanna simply add an overlay onto the card, which is just going to overflow it. Yeah, I think that's what we might want to do. I'm not sure though. Let's try and Google it and see if we see anything. Um, I do not know how to Google that. Um, hmm, I have no idea. And I guess that's the fun part of programming, trying to figure out how on earth you want to get something to work. Because again, what we're trying to do here is, so when I hover over a card, it stretches the whole row, and we obviously don't want that. Um, we want the description and the tags to overlay onto the project that's below. And I don't want to use some JavaScript magic to get it to work either. So what we could do, obviously, is to make every single row of the table a known height because we know the height of the image and we know that most titles are going to be 2 lines long. But to me, that seems kind of hacky, and I don't like that solution. And actually, that load more button is fixed, so that's good to see. Oof, yeah, okay. There we go. We are good. So, um, I have no idea whatsoever. However, I think that might be it actually. Um, that's not actually what we want here. Uh, YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, so viewers may experience buffering. Oof, that's not good. Okay. Um, Current status poor. Oh, actually, stream is lagging right now. No more lag. Oh, yeah, there you go. That was probably because my computer was really lagging when my RAM usage got all the way up to 100. I have to fix this really badly. Um, that's a genuine problem. Okay, so no more lag. That's a good thing. I have genuinely no idea how I can actually make this work without bodging a known cell height. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to bodge and tell each cell a predefined height because we know the cell width, we know the font size of the title, we know the size of the image, and we know the image aspect ratio. So that's what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, which is really annoying, but I don't know if there's any other way to do it. So, oh, and we don't need this rand either. So, all right. Yeah, so inside of Mosaic Large, we're just gonna hard code this. Everything's proportional to the to EM, so to font sizes, so we can probably do something with that. And so grid auto rows, we're gonna say 10M. Let's see if that works. No, that's a bit too small. I can't believe we're doing this hard coding everything in. Does that look good? Nope, still not. Let's say 14M. I think that's just slightly too large. 13M, too small. 13.5M. There you go. That is terrible. Anyways, so another problem here is when we're hovering, the text is now displaying underneath the other cards, which is obviously not what we want. And so to fix this, we'll simply add a z-index to the card that is being hovered. We'll say z-index of 1. There you go. And so now the text is displaying on top of the cards. Slight problem is, yeah. Now the problem is, we don't have a background anymore, which is not cool. So let's try and see if we can do anything for that. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's, oh my goodness, that is a problem. That's not going to work. Um, of course, because, okay, yeah, that's a very big problem. So we can't have a hard-coded card size because when we resize it, this happens, which is a problem. Hmm. I guess what we could try instead is having a set height and width on the card itself. And so we're going to have a preset height to the cards. Actually, which is going to be a percentage of the width, which I believe is possible. Uh, I don't know if this is possible. Well, that is a real shame. What we would have to have ideally. Oh, that is very annoying. And so basically, we still have that problem where adding content to a card overflows it, obviously. Um, so basically, the problem we're having here is that the height of the row is determined by the size of the card. But then when we hover a card, it modifies the height of the card, which obviously doesn't work. And so we have to somehow cheat and tell CSS, hey, my card is a certain height, even though it isn't. That's not what we want. That's not what we want either. 22 CSS card hover effects. That could be it, maybe. That doesn't even work. Demo and code. Oh, there you go, code then. So this is not what we want either. Oh, that is a really awesome design though, with slightly blurry background. Oh, that might be what we want. Quick look at this. Okay, no, it's not working at all. Let's try. The problem is all those cards only have all those layouts only have one card, and that's just transform, so that's not what we want either. Let's take a look at this one. Actually, this might be what we want. Class box, and what about the box? Okay, so with height margin. Okay, no, never mind. This is not what we want either. Because we have a known size for the box, that's not what we want. Let's take a quick look at this one. Nope, again, that's not what we want. They're always the same size. This could be what we want here. Nope, it's using translate, rotate, and scale, which is, again, transitions. We want to add content. This doesn't change the content. This changes the height slightly, which might be what we want. cool animations, but again, the size of the grid is changed here. That's not it either. This is way too complicated. Um, this is way too complicated, but let's take a look at it. Oop, is the stream lagging? Ooh, probably. That's not good. Anyways. So, oh my goodness, how on earth are they doing this? Um, so I guess, first of all, those are, oh my god, those are all SVGs. So we have a canvas copy that has a heading, hello world, and details and stuff. Oh my goodness, this is so terrible. Uh, Again, canvas border, canvas image wrapper, and then a canvas copy. I do genuinely wonder how they're making this work. We could have something here. So if we were, is, okay, RAM usage not too high. All right, awesome. So, what we could do is have each card, yeah, that could work. Have each card have a position relative, and then when we hover it, we add content on a separate, basically inside the card but outside the card. We're going to try this out and see if it magically works. Hopefully it does. So basically we want to have